is your guy Z Fly. And I'm here because y'all know it's time for another vent week. This time I have a very nice background for you all. I'm out here in Central Park, that's right on the east side, around 103rd Street, 96th Street, Upper East Side. Yeah, so I said, you know what? I got to do event week today. Why not do it while I'm in the park? So here I am. So event week coming live from Central Park today, and I think I might find a nice little spot while I wash my bag to do the event week. All right, so hopefully everybody's having a great Thursday. I know I am. And let's see, I might get over here in the sun until I realize it's a little bit too hot, a little bit too hot. But yeah, I wish I could. Let me see. Can I turn this around? Let me see. Yeah. Here we go. You just kind of show y'all, let y'all see what I see. Yeah. For those of you all who are not in New York City but elsewhere, yeah, nice Central Park on the east side. All right, but everybody, I had a long day, so I'm actually ready to go home. But I said, let me go ahead and do this vent week while I'm outside and about and having a great day. All right, so vent week. Remember now, as y'all know, I'm actually doing it from my phone. So I was trying to do it from my iPad, but it wasn't acting right. So doing it from my phone. So yeah. All right. So this week, so today, my vent is going to be about those people who in it don't gotta be high school. It could be middle school, even elementary school, but that might be a lot. But anyway, but at least middle school, high school, and like college. Have you might have seen those people who they never talk to you, right? Never talk to you, never had anything to say to you. You know what I'm saying? They would just, you would see them in the hallways, they would pass you by, or you see them in the hallways, and they look down or look at their phone, or depending on what generation you come from, you might not have phones in school, but you know what I'm saying? They just always avoided you, basically. Always avoided you. And but then it's like maybe outside of school, like maybe around town, they might say hey to you. Or after graduation, you know what I'm saying? Years after you graduated, or maybe a year or so after you graduated. Now these same people who didn't have anything, had no, conversation for you, couldn't even say hello to you. Now after graduation per se, now they want to say, oh hey, how are you? Oh my god, how is everything? Like really? Like you didn't even talk to me in school. Like why you want to talk now? You know what I'm saying? That is like so aggy. You know, it's like I do not want to talk to you now. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people like that. I've heard of other people who have graduated now, and they say how they saw old students, not classmates. I'm not students. They saw old classmates at a store or around town, and now everybody want to say, "Oh, hey, how are you? How are you doing? It's so good to see you." Are you kidding me? No, it ain't good to see me because when you saw me for years going to school, yeah, it says zip to me. You know what I'm saying? And especially if like they was part of the in crowd or the popular crowd, and maybe you weren't, and you know what I'm saying. So they definitely weren't going to talk to you then. But now like years later, you know what I'm saying. After everybody done graduated, everybody done grew up a little bit. They got kids, they got family, they got careers. Now they're like, oh, it's safe to talk to this person now. Yeah, are you kidding me? No, keep stay over there. Still stay over there in the silent treatment. In the silent room. Don't not talking to me because you know what I'm saying. Because at this point I don't excel. I don't need your conversation now. I need it in school. So yeah, so that is an event for today. Just those people who, yeah, you know what I'm saying. They didn't have anything for you in school, but now they want to talk to you. So you know what I'm saying. Let me know, what do you all think? Have y'all experienced that? Whether it's college, middle school, high school, wherever, and you know what? Maybe even work. Hey, let's throw work in there, right? You know what I'm saying. You might have some coworkers who at work Oh, they don't say nothing to you. Mm-mm. They stand there. They stand their little, you know what I'm saying, their little friend group or whatever. But then, like, but then, like maybe around town, you might bump into them on your nearest Walmart or Target, and they're like, "Oh, hi, how is it going?" And you're looking at them with the screw face, like, "Huh? What? Why are we talking now?" Cause when we in work, at work, you say nothing to me. You don't even look my way. And whenever we walking past each other in the hall, you look down or look at your phone. So what are we doing now? People are so weird, people. Okay, people are so weird. So I don't know. Tell me what are so this is my vent for today. Okay, so let me know what you all think. Have you experienced this? And remember, I want you all to vent with me. Remember, this is vent week. I got one more day for this week, and then that's it. Actually, for this month, because remember, vent week is only 1 week of the month. So next month, August, I'll have another vent week. So, like I said, it's not really gonna be said what week is gonna be, but I do want you to participate. Listen, remember, let me know your vents. What is frustrating you? What are some things you can't stand that happen in life or just happen on a daily basis? Remember, it could be from politics, religion, money, family, friends, situations, animals, who knows, whatever, media. Yeah, let me know, what are you venting about? So, like I said, I got one more day for this week, tomorrow, and then I'll bring Vent Week back again next month. So, I definitely want to hear your vents for next month. So, be sure to send them in at info at flyentertainment.media. Once again, that's info at flyentertainment.media. You could make them anonymous, you can make them known, you could do video, or you could type it out. And actually, or you could even send me topics. You know what I'm saying? You don't got, if you don't want to type out a whole situation of event, just like send me a topic. Oh, Z Fly, I want you to talk about this topic. I want to vent about this, and then I'll elaborate for you. Okay. I got your back. I got your back. All right. But everybody, okay, once again, I'm in Central The Park in New York, in Manhattan. I'm going to let you see. Let me see, can I, how I turn around? Here we go. Okay. Let you see the beautiful park once again. Once again, once again. You might can see people are stretched out, laying out, having a great time. So, yeah. All right. So I'm about to head back to BK, back to Brooklyn, people. I got to go. Okay, I've been in the city for almost afternoon. I'm ready to get back and relax. It's Friday too, so you already know. All right, but until then, everybody, listen. Until tomorrow, when I do my last vent for this week and for this month, stay fly, not high. Bye bye. Now wait a minute. How do I end this? Okay, here we go.